Y'all. So, today, I'm going to be beating The Moon. Chapter 3 of Revival of Bahamut. I think that's what it's called. I don't know if I did that right. Let's use that, because most likely this will be challenging than these other ones, because I've been clearing through these very fast. Cleared about 15 or more just when I got home. So yeah, I gotta hope I do good on this. I'm using that max, because if not, I'm gonna fail. Alright, walk in, because I know something spawn is gonna be instantly. I knew it. But I have faith in my boy right here. Bottom middle. Bro's almost ready to spawn, because I know something. Is that 900? 900,000 health? What am I supposed to look at that? Oh god, 65,000, what? Okay, bro, I gotta lock in. Attack. Come on, man. Bro, bosses are spawning left and right. I know that either that head thing or something new's gonna spawn. Or like the weird orange dude who uses his cup and see him pointing it forward. I'm gonna use this dude because he can like do that. Attack. Fire. I'm actually stressed out right now. If I start going bad, look what I'm gonna do. What do you see on the right side, dude? All those to the right. I'm spawning everything possible. So I know I'm gonna die. Itchy. So I'm getting hoarded over here. I know something big's gonna spawn. Spawn more. Spawn more. I'm going crazy on these fools. Spawn more. I'm taking level. Wait. Okay. I'm like a little bit above 500,000. Good help is what I'm talking about. Kill him! I got 2 sword dudes, which is pretty good. Come on, man. Walk in. No. I knew something big was gonna spawn. I freaking called it. No way. I'm cooked. He just took out 2 of my best units. I'm cooked. Fire. If I die, I'm using that 1 minute thing. Come on, man. Yeah, I'm cooked. There's no question about it. But I already know I'm cooked, so I'm just gonna quit the battle. It's easy as that. what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna click speed up, and then XP, yes, of course, because that should give me a lot of XP. I'm gonna use it instantly so I can like. I haven't used this in so long. Come on, man. Come on, man. Gimme. I can spawn as much of them as I want for a whole minute. And my speed up doesn't affect it. My speed up doesn't affect the time. Attack. I did it! Y'all are cooked. No, y'all are cooked. Y'all are cooked. Y'all are cooked. My plan worked! Okay. So if you do reach it, and you got some overpowered stuff, use it. Use it instantly, okay? Ooh. Wait, is this a new thing? After all the battles, the world was overrun by battle cats. A government of the cats. By the cats, for the cats is the new world. Well, that's what I thought. In the end, nothing really changed. Well, if I have to say something, I see a lot more cats nowadays. That's pretty much it. Oh, by the way, I had a cat come into my office for a job interview. Didn't get in. We might be really busy, but a cat. It's just a cat. However, I do feel lucky if I see one in the office or at school. Wouldn't you? Anyways, congratulations to the Battle Cats. Thank you, Battle Cats. Battle Cats forever. The end. Thank you for playing. Let's see what he got. Quick. Special cats, yeah. 6,000. That ain't 6,000. That ain't that bad. I'm gonna remove this dude. This dude is actually butt. Oh wait, wrong place. Wait, 6,000. Yeah, okay. Alright. Let's go back. Into the future. Timing for cats. Whoa. Okay. I'm clearing this just a little bit. Well, not much. But let's do it. Lock in, y'all. Alright. Okay, maybe I'm being a little too harsh by using the word because I think bro's gonna cook him. Well, this dude right here in the corner cooks anyways. He's low-key like a tank. Not like a tank, he's like the main character, like the average main character before any abilities. And then the freaking secret screen or something, or the cheat pops up in his face. Oh, y'all like my grape squishy? Good video. Sorry for that being there. I'm spawning, bro. I want to see where he goes. I low-key hope that my cat holds him off, but doesn't fully defeat him, because I want to see how much damage Bro does. Oh, it's so squishy. I love it. Squishy. I bet. Spawn him in. That was a boss. I need them to spawn like a hippo or something so we can check out that video. Because low-key the Bahamut is low-key slow. Who threw a freaking spirit bomb? What was that? Okay, wait. That was actually insane. Really quick. What's this mean? Ooh. I got like slots I can choose from, like. What's good? Alright, Loki, I'm gonna pause so I can Google something real quick. How many stages are on this one thing? Because I Googled that just to see how long it would take me to get to the moon. So let's do this. So each stage or each chapter in the future will do 48 stages. So let me count this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we need 40 more. We need to be 40 more. Okay. I'm believing us. We're cooking. Dun, 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 dun. Why does it look like that? I'm defeating that ugly all thing. Because I know that Rhinoceros is going to take us out quick, so I'm going to spawn my Edge Master. That's what that dude with the sword's name is. Edge Master. Don't ask me why it's named that. I don't know. Because I know he does stuff quick and he has pretty good damage. So he's going to freaking glorify. See, look how easy that is. Just because I won lead. And how we were cooking. I spawned so many. Alright, I'm gonna search something up on my TV real quick. I'll see y'all on the flip side. Alright, y'all, I'm gonna turn down the volume because I'm like, because I'm watching this recap. You know them movie recaps, like, kind of like you know How to Beat or something like that. Except they just recap the story. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now. So I'm gonna turn down the volume so I can listen to it while that down. So I can play this. Oh shoot, I did not mean to click that. I'm gonna put you all in the corner. Who is it? What is with these aliens? Whoa. Did y'all see that? Was that the game or was that my phone? Shows up asking why he's just sitting there. Annoyed, the redhead's like, dude, you can't fake an injury with ketchup. Our hero steps up, hands her a package, and says, feeling generous today. Choose totally embarrassed, gets mad, and bam, more credits for him. The system's legit. After gifting more stuff, yeah, my bad. Just laying down. Yeah, it's hot out today. I just realized that. As he leaves, the blonde confirms, yep, and if you need more, just holler. Her affection jumps by 20, thinking he's generous and kinda cute. With this affection boost, he scores 58,000 credits. Plus, all the gifts to Chew are reimbursed. Jackpot. Celebrating, he heads into the building. France. Let's see what France looks like. If it looks stupid, I'm actually gonna go all out. Oh! That Loki looks fire. Hold up. Not scared of busted shoes. The girl snaps. I bet. Honestly. Alright, honestly, so see this dude, the top right corner? He's not really as good as the dude that's walking out right now. Because if you level up this dude, he's going to be, like, really good. For, like, a meat shield, he's actually powerful, too. We're not big, like the dude up in here. This one is mid. Because it's not powerful, but it does move fast, so not the attacks. What the frick is that? Why does the tongue look like that? The system's like, dude, racked up over 200,000 credits from all this chaos. The girl, all wide-eyed, asks if he's got some magic food trick, but he just dodges the question. With a side eye, she wonders why he's been so chill lately, suspecting he's up to something. Chew slips up, but then he's like, let's cook. I'm starving. The goddess of beauty smirks, seeing the boy resist her charm, making him even more intriguing. But really, he's in the kitchen, relieved he kept his cool. Suddenly, the TV's blaring about a mega cold wave, with wild winds and rain. The hero's face drops, realizing the apocalypse means crazy weather, blackouts, and who knows what else. spin. Okay, I've heard of that, but
Cold wave isn't even here yet. A loud knock on the door breaks the silence, claiming
my bad, y'all.
check. Inside, the red-haired girl tells them to hang on.
It's just the future aliens.
Weird, since the last check was just a month ago. She figures it's because of the water and power issues, but the main dude's not buying it. Her frustration level's rising. Plus, if it was about water or power, the property folks should handle it. Feeling sketchy, the guy grabs a knife, hiding it behind his back, thinking it might be a setup. Peeking through the peephole, he spots some shady figures looking antsy. He decides not to open the door, telling them to bug the neighbors instead. They ignore him, insisting on the routine check. On the other side, they're babbling nonsense. Chen Yu tells the girl to stay behind him, because without her, no way to boost his credits. Confused, he notices his words made Chu Yao Jie like him more. Then, bam, the door's busted open. Not even scared, the fight seems tough. They storm in, aiming to swipe all his stuff to survive. Chen Yu's like, those are offerings for a late family member, but the woman doesn't care. Ticked off, he's not letting them take his grub. With a knife in each hand, he leaves. Everyone's freaked when he slashes the woman's throat. If they want his supplies, they gotta get through him. Panicked, the guys grip their knives, ready to defend. Grinning, the young dude offers mercy, letting them leave with a bag of food. Seeing the situation, they decide to take the deal. Grabbing the supplies, they tell him to know his place in the apocalypse. Turning away, they leave, stoked to snag some bread. But Chen Yu's just messing, not letting them take his meal. He strikes one of the looters from behind. Spotting his move, one defends with a knife. Beside him, the girl's freaking out while he toys with the scene. Holding a knife, the man
My
claims
bad.
all the food's his. With his powers, the main guy says he can whip up food from thin air. Seeing the fool drop his guard, he quickly moves in. In that moment, he takes down the last threat. While Chu Yao Jie screams, he jokes she should save it for later, earning new points. Checking the system, he sees he's only got food and essentials for the girl. Chen Yu's unfazed by offing those committee folks, planning to bury them in the community garden. But his plan's busted by some...
17,000 for one attack. But I do have to say, it just take long for bro to use his attack. Monaco, I do not know what that is.
People at the door. Not backing down, Chen Yu threatens to take them all out. Liu Yi sees how nuts he is, saying she'll call the cops. The main dude steps up, kicking the guy where it counts. Being neighbors during the apocalypse, they figured teaming up was the way to go. But Chen Yu was all about watching the world burn. The girl was fuming when she realized he wasn't sharing his snacks. If Liu Yi wanted anything, she'd have to beg or trade. Everyone was over the endless drama. Out of nowhere, the guards started attacking them. Chu Yaoji, armed with a high heel, was ready to rumble. Chen Yu took down 2 henchmen and charged at the last pair. He called the scared duo trash while sizing them up. Lin sneakily reached for a vase. Annoyed, he threatened to take out the idiot and moved in. But Chen Yu was too sharp and spotted the move. The vase hit the floor and shattered into pieces. After taking out young Master Lin, he promised to teach his wife and sister a lesson. The young woman freaked out seeing the lifeless body. She quickly admitted she was wrong and would do whatever the hero wanted. He spared her and told Liu Yi to scram. Chu Yaoji joked that the hero still had a soft spot for the girl he let go. The rest of the bodies, out the window, as a warning to back off. With a cold wave coming, Wei's bro was on duty that night. Suddenly, someone shouted about bodies everywhere. Wei freaked when he saw his brother among the fallen. He was clueless about how it happened. Young Master Lin was toast, his body on the ground. A corpse rain hit the street, sending people running in panic. Wei's only move was to pass out. After tossing the bodies, Chu Yaojie asked what was next before the cold wave hit. Chill, the hero whipped up a hot meal before checking things out. The system showed 200,000 points unlocked new shop stuff.
That crab ain't doing crap.
Feeling home vibes even in the apocalypse. But Chen Yu had no time to eat, prepping for the cold wave. He scored more points with Chu Yao, hitting 273,000. Outside, folks were helping Wei's sister, who was out cold. Seeing Chen Yu watching,
You're done.
See him again. The hero asked if they were talking to him. After a joke, he slapped the cheeky kid.
That crab is
Chen Yu
tanky
spent
as
100,000
Oh.
dealing with punks. Watching, the man was amazed at the hero's sudden strength. On his knees, he begged for mercy, saying choices were slim in the apocalypse. The boy on the ground promised no more jokes and to help if needed. The hero pondered the sibling situation, sweating bullets. They waited for Chen Yu's decision. Curious, he asked why the water and power were out. They explained the whole building was cut off, and they went door to door swiping supplies. Chen Yu ordered the utilities back on and to bring Lin Beiwei, promising protection. On the couch, Wei's sister woke up as the guys enjoyed a tasty meal. She was clueless about where she was. Seeing the noodles, she wondered about the supply stash. Chen Yu, the food master, waited for Wei to wake up. Annoyed, she couldn't believe her bro was calling a stranger big bro for noodles. She said even if Chen Yu was nice, she wouldn't let her brother hand Yi over. Even for a bowl of noodles, she refused.
I think my fingers are lagging out.
Skyrocketed until she tossed the food. Wei demanded she be fed noodles, or her brother would get revenge. Slowly, he set his food pot on the table.
Do you all see that?
Firmly. Unfazed, he tossed her out of his apartment. Chu Yaoji was super.
There was like something right here. If you go back and to the other part of the video, like 15 seconds ago, there was, or maybe 20, some glitching out right there.
Dude could leave her hanging in the hallway. She looked around, and yep, Winter had totally crashed the party with snow and all. Banging on the door, she promised Chen Yu her bro would spare him if he opened up. But, plot twist, her bro was already gone, like ice cold gone. Chen Yu had totally taken out young Master Lin, no mercy. But the girl, she was convinced her bro was A-okay. Then, out of nowhere, a girl in a winter coat opens up and invites Wei inside. Chu Yaojie, peeping through the door, was worried Liu Yi might turn Lin Beiwei against them. One of the guys was like, why not help Wei's sis? She's having a rough time. Wei dashed to her friend's hug, needing some serious comfort. Meanwhile, Chen Yu was plotting his next move, all strategic and stuff. Suddenly, there was a noise at the door. Someone was coming. Suspense. Someone said they were glad Yi knew when to chill out. A voice was like, let Chen Yu in, he's freezing and starving. The girl was on her knees, begging, clutching his clothes, desperate vibes. The woman told Yi not to stoop to that level. It was just about some noodles. Without missing a beat, he told her to back off, like, as soon as possible. The girl kept pleading, saying it was all her bad. She'd be loyal now. But the guy, nope, not buying it, not even a little. His friend was like, there's gotta be another way out of this mess. The woman with the wild hair was losing it, blaming the friend's dead bro for no supplies. The girl was shook to hear that without her bro's cash, Yi would have ditched Chen Yu. To her, the woman and her bro were total trash, deserved what they got. The drama was heating up, like dogs barking at each other. Before it got crazier, the guy dropped 2 bombs. Pointing at Yi, he told her to chill and not be a monster. Pointing at the other, he spilled that he offed her bro, and she didn't even know. Her rage meter hit 578, and she vowed to take down Chen Yu. Before she could get close, he slammed the door shut. After all that, her rage kept climbing, mixed with mega sadness and letdown. Leaving
Grease is a low-key fire.
Epic, with a temper to match. He racked up 2,272.
You know what this reminds me of? I seen on YouTube a YouTube short about these people who were trying to assassinate their teacher that looks exactly like that. Just put on the freaking gown and get rid of the freaking things on his head. Then yeah, it would look like that.
Now sitting pretty with over 400k credits. His face lit up, realizing he was winning, fallen girls with a jackpot. His crew, totally confused by his creepy laughs. Pumped, the boss announced they'd party hard that night, drinks on him. But he sensed something off, a weird vibe in the air. Chu Yaoji was like, it's weird the power's out again, and no one's got warm clothes. Probably, the temp was dropping so much it messed with circuits, not the committee's fault. First off, no need to freak out, they still had gas to stay toasty. He checked the system, saw he needed 500k credits to unlock new store stuff. Seeing those big numbers, he felt the woman was silly for not buying warm clothes in summer. Chu Yaoji's fury points shot up, realizing the boss was griping about her. Making her madder, he told her to quit barking. He definitely bought blankets in summer. Thinking the cold got to his head, the crew watched, kind of freaked out.
Okay, I think that the metal hippo has a little bit of a higher chance of beating my dude, because meat shield's coming at me from their base, and bro's just upgraded. He's like evolved, so low-key think that he's gonna beat my dude.
Chu Yaoji's anger stayed high, saying they couldn't diss her just because she had supplies. Meanwhile, the guy was stacking more points, hitting the jackpot. Then boom.
Not anymore.
Came back, and they were saved.
Back
After
off,
dropping 100
ugly hippo.
He locked in half a year's worth of bills in one go. With a megaphone, he showed
Fire.
all the betrayed wives epic revenge plan. Inside the building, some folks were calling him a total idiot and throwing shade. The system showed his fury points were skyrocketing, which was awesome for our hero. That's the thrill of getting rich overnight, baby. Meanwhile, his crew thought his brain had totally frozen over. Checking the system, his credits hit a whopping 836.
Now, this is a close matchup, because I've seen that bear knock back my boy multiple times.
Ignoring all the questions, he told everyone to hit the hay early. Chu Yaoji was totally clueless about what
I didn't have to spawn, bro.
Meanwhile, voices were telling them
That's
it's like
actually
an
goofy.
overnight scram. Now they thought they were toast, losing all hope. But the hero knew all the tricks and wasn't sweating it. Confused, his buddies thought he'd been brainwashed. Outside, a woman dared them to open the door, threatening to smash their power box. That was Sun Shinner, the famous internet celeb. Recognizing the voice, the hero at the door turned on the charm. Annoyed, they told him to cut the nonsense as soon as possible, but the dude wasn't fazed by his actions or the chaos they caused. Getting super annoyed, the guy decided to smash the power box. With a hammer in hand, he unleashed all his rage on it. The hero watched the scene like it was a movie, doing nada. Sun Shinner warned this is what happens when a loser messes with him. At that moment, the young dude flashed a mysterious grin. Raising his hand, he placed his fingers just right. Suddenly, the dented power box was almost instantly fixed. Everyone around was shook by what just went down. Teasing the guy who wrecked it, he said he was weak and hadn't eaten enough. Not letting it slide, he grabbed his hammer again and whacked the power box. Leaving it totally trashed, he thought it was beyond saving now. His face changed fast when he saw the power box was back to normal. To the hero, that guy was still a total weakling. Hearing his words, the guy shot a furious glare at the hero. Raising his hammer, he aimed to take out Chen Yu first. As he attacked, the hero swiftly dodged to the side. Sticking his foot out, he made the guy trip over his own feet, creating the perfect chance to kick him where it really hurts. The sweat on the guy's face showed all his pain. From then on, he'd be known as the Prince of Emptiness. Fuming, the woman warned that even with power, he'd run out of food and have to shop. Ignoring her, he didn't think that was a big deal. Hearing she was a big influencer, he wasn't scared and offered food to celebrate. Seeing the situation unfold, the two got more desperate, realizing the hero had it all. With her fury growing, Sun Shinner couldn't believe he turned everything into food. Even an influencer with millions of fans didn't have powers like that. While his crew held some grub, the hero kept getting threats. Suddenly, a rain of eggs flew at his opponents. The guy suggested the boy quit that behavior right away. Ignoring him, he grabbed a bowl and bonked him on the head. Losing his balance, he slipped and landed on his butt. After causing a huge scene, he told his crew to get inside the apartment. Now their goal was to take down Chen Yu, no matter how long it took. Hearing the loud banging at the door, they knew it wouldn't be long before they broke in. Checking the system,
I don't think I've heard of that once, but
with his points.
never seen
His
it.
eyes landed on the notification for the
Oh.
clothing category. Outside, the rain was pouring hard. Chu Yao
Damn.
noticed the acid rain coming.
I didn't expect
The guy
that to be
thought
the
it was
future.
perfect time for a stroll. Placing a hand on his buddy's shoulder, he said the young dude had potential. Handing him a feather jacket, he asked to explore the area together. Pumped, the boy kept asking the boss questions, thinking he might be in some secret group. He opened the door, facing those people from before. Pushing the influencer aside, he told her not to block the way. The girl's anger was clear. Influencer with millions of fans. Looking for some grub, Zhao Tian tried to pin the blame on the woman for all the earlier chaos. Realizing she wants to buddy up with a superpowered dude, the influencer gets super annoyed. Determined, she offers to hang with Chen Yu, asking him to invite her over, promising good food and drinks. Without a second thought, the main guy slaps her. He can't believe she had the nerve to compare him to a regular dude. In a threatening tone, she warns him not to do that again. Not scared of anything anymore, not even her followers, he smacks her face again. Furious, Sun Zinner can't get why he's the only one not trying to impress her like everyone else. Meanwhile, Zhao Tian tries to show
Cause you
he's totally
ugly,
loyal to his
not
new
you.
but he ends up getting punched by the blue-haired sidekick. Seeing the chaos, Chen Yu looks around. A voice calls out to someone. Sitting on the ground, Wei looks like she's freezing.
What the frick is that?
Puts his feather jacket on her. Listening to
Bro,
Rui's
it actually looks kind of cute. What up?
comfort from the young guy, Chen Yu says he'll check outside. The acid rain had already wrecked everything around. The plants and cars were totally trashed, but the hero needed to grab a package at the delivery spot. As he walks through the streets, a woman leaning against the wall calls him with a voice. Determined, he won't fall for that trap. Charming, he decides to talk about the kind of problem the girl is for him. At that moment, a sharp knife is pointed at his neck. Threatening the warrior, she orders him to strip down immediately. But he tries every way to get out of that mess, making the girl more and more annoyed. Looking at her face, he says she's truly something else. Holding her knife tight, she keeps threatening him, saying she'll end him if he doesn't do what she says. Without showing fear, he starts taking off his jacket. Angry, she says if he doesn't have something useful, he can't even talk to her. With a grin,
India.
Chen Yu
Ooh, I
tries
want to see
make
what
her
that
even
look like.
more annoyed. Suddenly, she notices something weird in his hands. The main guy takes his clothes back and tells her to talk to him again when she learns to ask nicely. Looking at her hands, the girl realizes the clothes have totally vanished. With her anger level rising, she charges at the hero with a knife. But he's way faster and grabs her arm with all his strength. He pushes her against the brick wall. Holding her arm, he says she's not qualified. While she says without those resources, Chen Yu's just numbers, lives without value in the apocalypse. She gives him a mission, asking him to hit up the city hospital, rewarding him with 2 packs of noodles. That food would be enough to make him super grateful, as ants were just ants. Not getting all that abuse, the hero punches her in the face. Under the rain, she touches her face bruised by the slap. Her anger level is going through the roof, but the main guy seems not to hear her whining. As the acid rain falls, she calls for Chen Yu. Turning his back, he gives her his address, betting she won't have the guts to show up. At that moment, she thinks she'll get her supplies and make him pay for everything. Returning home, he brings a package in his hands. Sitting on the floor, the influencer waits for Chen Yu to show up. Desperate, she grabs his legs and begs him to accept her, promising to fulfill all his wishes. The moment she realizes he has unlimited supplies, her affection does a 180. Sun Sinner claims she was super ignorant before, but now she'll be the hero's property. Bringing her inside, he tells her to take a bath, not wanting his floor to get dirty. The system shows all the cash and resources spent on the influencer will be reimbursed 100 times for storage. The next category, Fruit Superpower, unlocks with 3 million credits. Chu Yao Jie can't believe he went after a simple package, but the boss says he should fetch it. Turning her back, she warns she never said she wanted to marry the main guy. Opening the package, he finds a teddy bear. Jokingly, A Chao says he didn't know the boss had such a soft side. Holding the boy by the neck, the two head to sleep, leaving the main room for Chen Yu. At that moment, it feels like an earthquake is happening. A voice threatens Chen Yu from outside the door, saying it'll end him that night. Seeing everyone looking at him, the boss says he hasn't done anything. Irritated, he tells everyone to sleep immediately. Feeling some headaches, the hero realizes he's not getting any beauty sleep tonight. No way. Chillin' in the living room, she says if the woman could open that door, he'd hand over his base chief badge. No cap. His crew's hyped, totally vibing with the boss. Sun Shinner peeps that the older bros got that special sauce. Plus, he's got mad influence, like top tier, no doubt. Wei tells those two to zip it, giving them a playful smack on the noggin. Sipping some tea, the hero's deep in thought, like, your vibe is your tribe, you feel? Chu Yaoji wonders if they'd let a woman wake up the whole block, even though it's way past bedtime. Annoyed, the warrior says when Notre Dame tried to boot the redhead, he was her ride or die. His rage meter hits max whenever the boss speaks. Rolling up to the door, he punches in the code. Outside, the girl's got a blaster aimed right at him. Holding it steady, she's all, I'll blow your mind, literally. Her choices, take him out or squat up and chase her dreams. Still, she's not ready to ditch her revenge playlist. Right then, the warrior clocks he's dealing with a real firecracker. She shuts the door again, still pondering Chen Yu's epic power block. Throwing in the towel, she's like, I'll let you slide, but next time, you're toast. Opening the door all chill, Chen Yu's like, I'm a man of my word. Roll with me, it's your best bet. But she's got no time for his spiel and decks him in the face. Inside, Chu Yao Ji is waiting with a noodle and meat feast. Blown away by Chen Yu's apocalypse stash, she's like, how's this even real? Just then, the blonde rolls up to the MC, saying she's starving. Annoyed, the boy's like, chill, big bro's got you. Hearing this, she's over the moon and gives him a squeeze. Meanwhile, the redhead asks Lin if she's dashing to the city hospital because she's feeling off. The short-haired girl's like, no time to chat, gotta get there before sunrise. Right then, the hero's cooking, but Lin drags him out by the ear. As he's being hauled away, he's like, be right back. And the redhead's like, stay safe. Lounging on the couch, the tough girl's like, no worries, bad weeds live long, and he's tough. Outside, the short-haired girl's like, does this bike even run? Grinning, Chun's like, yep, this baby can handle anything. Annoyed, Lin's like, did you forget evolution? The battery's toast. Hearing this, the blonde's like, you believe in the light. Without missing a beat, she clocks in one. Yelling, she's like, I must be nuts, trusting a rogue like you. But the hero fires up the bike and tells her to hop on. Stunned, she's like, why isn't this bike rusted from the rain? Yu's like, my feather jacket blocks acid rain. Duh, same with the bike. With that, he's like, hold tight, we're going on a wild apocalypse ride. Joe's thinking, this dude's hyped in the apocalypse. Is he the savior Dad mentioned? Right then, the system's like, Joe lays affection up by 10 points after the romance win. The MC's got a balance of 2,210,000 points. With that, the boy's like, hand over the weapon for a glow up. The short-haired girl's shook he can level up weapons. In his head, the blonde's like, 100x cashback, and the girl's affection, score. Later, they roll up to the spot and get stopped by some guard. Lay's like, hey, it's me. But the dude's like, don't care. The old man's like, she's gotta be carrying all kinds of germs with that look. Chun jumps in, telling the guard to quit the nonsense. The old man's like, got a sharp tongue, huh? Quick as a flash, the hero clocks the guard, dropping him. The blonde's like, must be glycerin enema, and says the dude should...
Alright, yo, I'm gonna end the video here. If y'all have a nice time watching. Well, I wasn't really talking that much for the past 10 minutes, but if you did enjoy, please, if you do want to, leave a like, sub, hit that notification bell for any other videos. See ya. Have a good day, good night, good afternoon, good morning, goodbye.